Hello, Brother Perry.
Oh, you don't have to worry about all that brother-sister stuff with me. Feels strange, only having just met. Be nice for someone to call me Captain Perry again.
Am I right to assume you were the captain of this airship?
Very astute, Miss Legere. Of course, it's been ages, but I still like the title. After all, I went down with my ship, didn't I?
Do you miss captaining an airship? Sailing the open skies?
Every day. Please understand I'm quite happy here. But watching the sun rise over the same horizon for 12 years, let's just say I wouldn't mind getting a glimpse of another part of the world now and then.
How exactly did the airship go down?
Oh, I'd rather not dredge that up. Especially not with someone I barely know.
Can you tell me about the brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn?
Fine folks, all of them. You'll get to know everybody yourself in time.
But I want to know your thoughts.
I'm not much for gossip, especially with folks I'm barely acquainted with.
See you later, Captain.
Goodbye, Miss Legere.
Hello, Jake.
Howdy.
Thoughts on New Bethel?
Charming place, really. Nice folk.
I'm surprised. Wouldn't have figured you'd go in for all this biblical stuff.
I'm certainly not what you'd call a religious man myself, but I can respect their beliefs.
What are you doing out here?
Keeping the party going, chatting with Captain Perry, getting to know the place, same as you.
Talk to you later, Jake.
Take it easy, Harley.
Hello there. How are you? Is everything all right?
Miss Legere, please don't talk to him. He's not in a fit state for it right now.
It's full of rainwater. Hey, kid.
Yeah?
And just what are you doing out here?
What's it look like? I'm guarding the path.
And why are you doing that?
Sister Joanna's orders. Nobody's allowed down the mountain without a ranger. You go down there by yourself, you're as good as dead.
Come on, it can't be bad as that.
There's heaps of wolves. They're big and fierce with pointy ears and huge fangs. They'll gobble you right up.
I want to go down to our wagon.
Sorry, but you can't.
You just said I could if I was accompanied by a ranger.
The rangers are all busy today. Maybe tomorrow.
What about you?
Me? I'm not a full ranger yet. I'm still in training.
How do you like it here?
It's great. I get to live inside a big airship. You know how many secret places there are to play in?
No.
A lot. And I'm not telling you where, so don't get any ideas.
I'd like to know about your mother.
I don't like seeing her so sad all the time. She doesn't want to let me see, but I know she really misses Dad. I mean, I do too. With all my big brothers and sisters, it's like having a bunch of moms and dads, so I don't get lonely.
Do you like Joanna and her family?
I sure do. Sister Joanna and Brother Perry are always real nice. And Sister Eliza's almost like my real big sister. Sometimes we play hide and seek. She's real good at it. One time it took me hours to find her.
What do you think of Jerome and Sue Ellen?
Brother Jerome's the greatest. He taught me everything I know about being a ranger. And Sister Sue Ellen's nice, but she doesn't talk to me much. Sometimes I catch her staring at me with this real sad look on her face.
Keep up the good work, kid.
I will.
Keeps the room warm. Winters here must get awful chilly, though. Now to wait. One cup of hot water, all mine. It's a beautiful wooden box with an inlaid scrimshaw carving. Says it's from Ceylon. There's some tea in here. It's got a nice fruity aroma, kind of sweet. I can't just dump tea leaves into hot water. I'll need a way to brew it. Keeps the room warm. This must be... Miss Johnson?
What is it?
This place is really something, huh?
It's something, all right. They're very hospitable, but everybody's too much in everybody else's business. Creeps me out.
Where's Lisa Lou?
Around here somewhere. She was raring to explore the woods around the cabin.
If you're showing Brother Denny the ropes today, I'll take morning patrol.
Hey, you be careful out there.
I always am, brother. Good morning, Sister Harley. So nice to see you up. We missed you at this morning's sermon.
All due respect, but just Harley will do.
Nonsense. While you're our guests, you're also part of this community.
You're very kind, but our aim isn't to stay here much longer.
I'm sure you're eager to get back on the road, but I urge you to take some time and appreciate the little respites God gives us. May I share a story with you?
Go on.
When I was a girl, I lived with my parents in Bright Bay. My life, though happy enough, seemed to me quite dull. I dreamed of something more exciting. Unfortunately, my wish came true. One day, while my parents were away on business, the police raided the home of the woman who was caring for me. She ran and I was taken into custody. The police failed to locate my parents and sent me to an orphanage. Then I was off to a workhouse. Those long days of toil, the beatings, the meager food, the nightly chorus of children sobbing themselves to sleep. I longed for the quiet, ordinary life I had taken for granted.
I'm so sorry. But you found your parents again?
Eventually, after more than a year in the workhouse, once I was back home, I did nothing but thank God for the respite He had given me. So you see, it's important to take advantage of the calmer moments, the ones you may consider dull. You never know quite how much you value them until they're gone. If you'll excuse me, I need to start my patrol. But please, make yourself at home. Help yourself to some tea. And don't worry about your wagon. Today is the Sabbath, but I'll put my best rangers to the task first thing tomorrow. Speak to you soon, Sister Harley.
Hi, Brother Jerome.
Sister Harley?
What are your duties as a ranger?
Well, we hunt and provide for the community. Anything that requires leaving the safety of the settlement. My most important task is to help protect everybody. That means patrolling the woods and making sure nobody goes out alone.
So you're New Bethel's lawman?
Not quite. We don't enforce the rules. That falls to Sister Joanna. We're more like New Bethel's guardian shepherds. In our case, that includes guarding against actual wolves.
I want to know about you and your wife.
We're just trying to get by like everybody else here. Sue Ellen's a great healer. Keeps everybody fit and healthy. I do my part as a ranger. We came to New Bethel later, but nobody bothers about those distinctions. We're just as much a part of this place as our brothers and sisters from the airship.
If you weren't part of the original voyage, when did you arrive?
Oh, around 10 years ago. We were one of the first new families. 6 other groups came after us. You folks are the first new faces we've seen in nearly 5 years.
Tell me about the Taggarts and Captain Perry.
Yeah, they survived a terrible disaster and built a thriving community up from the ashes. Doesn't get more admirable than that. Brother Perry is a good friend. Sisters Johanna and Eliza are, more reserved.
I'd like to hear about the Doran family.
Now there's a couple of iron souls. Brother James taught me all I know about being a ranger. He was a good man. After his passing, it seemed only right that I should pass that knowledge on to his son. Sister Bridget don't much show it, but James's death hit her hard. Brother Patrick's a good kid, smart and eager to learn. He'll make a fine ranger.
Patrick's not letting me go down the mountain path.
Good. He's not supposed to.
Why not?
You need a ranger to go with you, and Patrick's still in training.
Couldn't you be my escort down the mountain?
Is there an emergency?
No, I just want to check on our wagon.
Don't worry about the wagon. It's in good hands. There's nothing else worth going down there for, believe me. Anyhow, today we're honoring the Sabbath.
Appreciate your time.
Be well.
A strainer and teapot. Just need to add some tea leaves and hot water to brew a cup. There. Just need some hot water now. Now to let it steep for a few minutes. There, a nice hot cup of tea. Good to see you.
Likewise.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, Harley.
How are you finding New Bethel?
It's impressive how the community has overcome a bad situation and grown from it. They all take care of each other. Everybody's been so kind. I already feel like I belong here.
We haven't even been here a full day yet.
I know. That's the most amazing part.
Sorry about your guns. Must be weird to be without them.
Oh, not so much. This isn't like last time. I know where they are, and Jerome told me I could get them if I really needed to. Not that I will, of course.
I have to find a way to get down the mountain. Patrick's blocking the way.
Why do you want to go down there?
To check on the wagon.
Oh, right. Jerome was talking about that earlier. I wouldn't worry about it.
See you, Danny.
Bye for now.
Captain Perry?
Yes, Miss Legere?
That man chopping wood. Is he all right?
Yes, he's fine. He's just being disciplined. Maybe we should attend to his example.
See you later, Captain.
Goodbye, Miss Legere.
Hey, Captain. How about a nice cup of tea?
Is it more of that nettle stuff?
No, this is from my own private store. It's from Ceylon.
No kidding. How'd you come by that?
We recently met a former whaler. He had souvenirs from around the world. He gave me a caddy as a memento, and it had some tea left in it. I thought you might appreciate a taste from another part of the world.
Ah, this is delicious. I don't know what to say, aside from thank you.
My pleasure.
Please join me. Have some tea and we can chat.
I'm more of a coffee drinker, but I'll gladly take the conversation.
I apologize for being so abrupt before. If you still have questions, I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability.
Do you think we could talk a little about the airship crash now? I'd really like to understand more about the origins of this community.
Yes, that's understandable. Of course you're curious to know what kind of place you fetched up in. All right. 12 years ago, Johanna chartered my cargo ship to take her group from Bright Bay to Las Virgenes. But late one night, still half a day from our destination, the boiler failed. We started losing altitude. We were already crossing the mountains, and all around was rocky peaks and forest. No safe place to set down. I was forced to make an emergency landing, more a barely controlled crash, really, on the side of this mountain. And here we are still.
Wow.
The Rowena was wrecked beyond hope of repair, but somehow nobody was hurt or killed in the crash. A miracle, as Joanna reminds us, if we ever forget.
Do you know what caused the failure?
Yes, I'm certain I do. But it doesn't matter.
What makes you say it doesn't matter what caused the crash?
It was a long time ago. So much has changed, and I've forgiven and forgotten. To tell the truth, that final voyage was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because of it, I met and married Joanna. I got to watch her blossom into a truly inspirational leader, and I found a new home. She's the captain of this ship now, doing a far better job of it than I ever could.
I imagine it wasn't easy for you to adjust to this life.
It took some getting used to, I admit, and not just for me. Many of the original passengers found it hard to live up here. They thought they were headed for a sunny coastal paradise, not a barren mountaintop surrounded by ferocious beasts. Joanna tried to keep morale up, but that didn't stop a group of dissenters from forming. They began challenging her, spreading rumors and confusion. In the end, she had no choice but to discipline them.
How exactly did Joanna discipline the dissenters?
She had them stay in the cabin over yonder, isolated from the rest of the community and kept under guard. She wanted to give them time to cool down and reconsider, but I could see that wasn't going to happen. They had made up their minds to leave. Keeping them prisoner was only making things worse.
So what happened?
They escaped one night, under my watch.
You expect me to believe the dissenters escaped?
Joanna believed it, still does, despite the rumors and hearsay. That's all that matters.
Were you punished in any way?
I was under the silence for a week for failing to protect the dissenters from the dangers of the wilderness. Small price to pay for both the good of the community and those poor souls who left.
The silence? What's that?
A custom Joanna and Eliza came up with. You can't speak, and nobody is allowed to talk to you for however long your silence lasts. Bit of a funny punishment, but I can appreciate the idea behind it. After all, a captain needs to keep discipline among the crew.
Is there anything you'd be willing to share about the people of New Bethel? Who's who, their relationships, their history? There's so much I don't know.
Suppose it couldn't hurt. Go on, then.
What did you do before coming here?
I piloted this ship, the Rowena, before it became our home. Drifted from port to port doing odd transport jobs. Never imagined I'd stay still for more than a month, let alone 12 years.
I know a little bit about what that's like. I never stayed put long either.
Well, this community put an end to my wandering ways. Maybe it'll do the same for you.
Tell me about Joanna and Eliza.
I got to know Joanna on the voyage here. Over dinner in my quarters, she told me all about her thoughts and philosophies on life. It was fascinating to meet someone so passionate and high-spirited. After the crash, I got to know and respect her more. She emerged as the spiritual leader of New Bethel. We married a few years after. As for Eliza, she's always been utterly devoted to her mother. We get along, but I'm mindful about giving her space.
What can you tell me about Bridget and Patrick?
The boy seems happy here. I'm glad Jerome's seeing to his training. Bridget has more than readjusted to life here. She was originally one of the dissenters, you see. But she and her husband James returned that winter with their newborn son. Seems Bridget wasn't aware when they left that she was with child. Having a baby out there in the wilderness changed the calculation, I guess.
What's to know about Jerome and Sue Ellen?
Good people. They came to New Bethel a couple of years after the crash. I believe they met with trouble on the road, much as you did. And lucky thing for us, they stayed. They're both vital parts of this community.
See you later, Captain.
Goodbye, Miss Legere.
Nothing else? Hello again, Joanna.
Hello to you, Sister Harley.
Eliza told me a story about her being sent to an orphanage.
Please let's not speak of that. She clearly trusts you if she shared that with you, but that's deep in the past. It was a dark chapter in our lives.
I've heard about something called the silence. What is that?
It is a method to discipline those who fall into error. When one undergoes the silence, they are prohibited from speaking with anyone except God. That way, they're encouraged to reflect on their actions and to seek His forgiveness. Once they have done so, they're welcomed back to the community as stronger, better people.
Thanks for the chat.
God bless.
Looks like they've got a garden up there. Hello, Sue Ellen.
Hello, Harley.
Are you in charge of the garden? It's beautiful.
Thank you. It's everybody's garden, but I spend more time here than most. I find tending the plants very soothing. Plus, I have my special plot of medicinal herbs.
You've got quite a collection. Some of these I've never even seen.
Be glad to tell you all about them sometime.
Could you tell me about the Taggarts and Captain Perry?
What can I say? Sister Joanna is our fearless leader. She keeps this place running, even if she can be severe sometimes. Eliza is a lot like her mama that way. Brother Perry is the friendliest of the bunch. He's always good for a chin wag. Sometimes I wonder how somebody like him ended up with Sister Joanna. Of course, that's really none of my business.
I'd like to know about you and Jerome.
I'm the healer here, and Jerome is a ranger. We do our part to make sure everyone is healthy and safe.
I spoke with Jerome, and he told me you two came after the original Voyagers.
Yes, that's right. We don't much talk about that. Sister Joanna likes to say that everybody here has always been part of New Bethel, even if they didn't know it yet. Some of our brothers and sisters are still on their way to us, even now. We got here about 2 years after this whole thing started. Other families came after, but we were about the first newcomers.
What exactly were the circumstances that led to your arrival?
Jerome and I were coming down from Shivering Pines, heading for the coast in search of a new life. But our wagon broke down on the road through the mountains.
You didn't take the canyon bridge?
Is there a bridge now? Wasn't one when we came through.
Normally, yes, but it recently collapsed. That's why we went through the pass.
Huh. Well, Brother James came and found us and brought us up the mountain. At first, we had every intention of keeping on, but we didn't have any real plans, and folks here were so welcoming. We never really made the decision to stay. We just never left.
What about the other families?
Same story, more or less.
Can you tell me about the Dorans?
Oh, well, they ain't had it easy. A few years back, James got a nasty gash in his leg while he was out hunting. The wound got infected. I did all I could, but he didn't make it. Poor Sister Bridget has been so strong through all of it. Brother Patrick's adjusted about as well as can be expected. I'm just thankful Jerome's been such a good mentor to him.
Can you tell me what the silence is?
Oh, that's Sister Joanna's punishment for anybody who crosses her. You ain't allowed to speak to nobody or be spoken to. There's extra chores, extra prayers. And fasting. That means you get cut to 1 meal a day.
Sounds harsh. Have you been under the silence?
Plenty of times. Sister Joanna and I don't always see eye to eye, and she don't appreciate back talk. Jerome tells me I ought to keep my thoughts to myself, but that ain't how I do.
I'll let you get back to your garden.
Come enjoy it any time.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
What do you think of New Bethel?
This place, it's so welcoming. Everyone is from someplace different, but they've all come together into a whole. I could see myself being happy here. Perhaps I'll ask Sister Joanna if I might come back after we've completed our journey.
I've tried going down to check on the wagon, but I'm not allowed.
Why not?
Patrick said it's for our safety. Wolves in the forest or something.
These people have lived here a long time. I think we should listen to them.
I have the feeling something's not right here.
Why would you think that?
Joanna isn't quite so benevolent. Captain Perry told me about a group of dissenters who were kept under lock and key. And you heard what Sue Ellen told me about the silence.
That sounds like how it was at my old school. The nuns were quite strict as well. Every religious community has its methods of discipline.
You heard what Sue Ellen said about the other families arriving here the same way we did. Doesn't that seem suspicious to you?
Yes, I suppose it does. I hate jumping to conclusions, though. If there really is something amiss, I want to be certain.
I haven't got anything else, but I'll keep looking.
All right.
We'll talk later.
I look forward to it.
Cucumbers, huh?
Yes, these'll need harvesting before the cold sets in.
Those apples look delicious.
They are. Hopefully Sister Bridget will make us one of her delicious apple pies soon.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Paying a visit?
I'm tending my husband's grave.
My condolences.
Losing James was hard, but the community gives me strength to carry on. I thank God for them. Not just for my sake, but for Patrick's as well.
I hope this isn't too forward, but what happened to your husband?
His leg was wounded in a hunting accident and it got infected. Sister Sue Ellen did her best to heal him, but wasn't enough. We don't have much in the way of medicine here.
Again, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. He's with God now.
Tell me about yourself and Patrick.
I'm raising my boy the best I can. I'm blessed to have the support of the whole community, but it's not the same without James. Patrick will follow in his father's footsteps and make a fine ranger someday.
I'd like to know about the Taggarts and Captain Perry.
Sister Johanna is an inspiring leader. You've met her, so you've seen her kindness and compassion firsthand. And Brother Perry, well, it's sweet to see how devoted he is to Sister Johanna. He was just an outsider in the beginning, but they hit it off early on.
What can you tell me about the Hawkins family?
Brother Jerome and Sister Sue Ellen are good people. Brother Jerome has been kind enough to take Patrick under his wing and train him as a ranger. And dear Sister Sue Ellen, I only wish we were closer.
Is it true that Patrick was born in the wilderness?
Who told you that?
The same person who told me about letting you and the other dissenters go.
I see. Yes, it's true. I was unaware of my condition when we left. Otherwise... Anyway. We came back, along with another family who left with us, and a third we met on the way. Sister Johanna forgave us, thank God. She is truly an angel among us.
What compelled you to leave in the first place?
We were following someone we thought knew better than Sister Johanna, but as it turned out, he didn't. That's his grave over there. Abraham Levinsky.
Who was he?
Just a strong-willed fool who felt our journey was incomplete. He convinced us to continue to Las Virgenes on foot.
What became of Abraham Levinsky and the other dissenters?
Those poor, poor souls. They died out there. Every last one. Sister Johanna sent my husband back to Abraham's camp to try to convince them to return, but all he found was carnage. Wolves, it was. When I think of how horrible it must have been, and how lucky we were to escape that fate. Enough. Let us speak of something else, please.
I've heard about something called the silence. What is that?
When one of us falls into sin, they must find their way back to grace. In the silence. Sister Johanna determines how long is needed. While someone is under the silence, they may not speak or be spoken to. There are other requirements, but it's not my place to share them.
I'll leave you to your thoughts.
God go with you. Please excuse me, Sister Harley. I need to get back to my quarters.
Okay. See you later, I guess. Abraham Levinsky. Wait, haven't I seen that name somewhere recently? This article mentions an Abraham Levinsky living in Las Virgenes, which is where he intended to go, according to Bridget. But if he's buried here, it can't possibly be the same person. Abraham Levin. Wait, haven't I? It's addressed to the widow Bonelli. There's no specific address. It just says El Presidio. Seems to be from another site.
February 12th, upon his will, after 1 with more p.m.
Hey, kid.
Yeah?
I saw your toy chest in the cabin. Nice collection.
Those aren't even the best ones. The real good ones are in my hideout.
You've got a hideout?
Yup, but it's a secret. I go there when I want to be alone. It's where I keep my best stuff.
Does anyone else know about it?
Just Eliza, but she's real good at keeping secrets. Don't tell.
Keep up the good work, kid.
I will. Sorry.
Miss Johnson?
What is it?
Something's just not right around here.
Yes, I've had the same feeling. But we ought to tread lightly. Stay alert.
Nothing to say. Hello, Sue Ellen.
Hello, Harley.
Do you know anything about Abraham Levinsky?
I've only heard a few stories. He ain't too highly regarded round here. So many didn't survive that first winter after the crash. If the dissenters hadn't taken so much away with them, things might have gone different.
I'll let you get back to your garden.
Come enjoy it any time.
She's
Not now.
Hello again, Joanna.
Hello to you, Sister Harley.
Know anything about Patrick's hideout?
Youth is so fleeting. He will have to set aside childish things and assume the responsibilities of an adult member of this community soon enough.
Exactly what happened to Abraham Levinsky.
Oh, poor brother Abraham. He was tragically led astray. He and several others began to question God's plan for us. They ended up leaving New Bethel. Some saw the light and returned, but the rest were not so fortunate. God punished them for their lack of faith. The wilds claimed them. Brother Abraham was the only one whose remains we could recover. Brother James brought his mangled body back to New Bethel. We laid him to rest among our dead, praying God would grant him forgiveness.
Thanks for the chat.
God bless.
No point. He's on. Captain Perry?
Yes, Miss Legere?
Know anything about Patrick's hideout?
No, but sometimes I see him running past here with his little toys and things. Guess that's where he goes off to play.
Could you tell me about Abraham Levinsky?
Oh, dreadful business. He led the dissenters who split from the community. Some changed their minds and came back. Joanna sent James to Abraham's camp to try to convince the rest to return. But all he found was Abraham's body and signs that wolves had attacked the camp and killed the rest. We had a funeral for Abraham and buried him in the graveyard. Joanna didn't let anyone see the body. It was too roughed up by those wolves.
Sounds awful.
Thankfully, we have the rangers to protect us, so nothing like that ever happens again.
See you later, Captain.
Goodbye, Miss Legere.
Something feels wrong here. Maybe the Abraham Levinsky in the article is the same one that's supposed to be in the grave. He intended to head to Las Virgenes, and Joanna refused to let anyone see the body. What if... Suppose there's only one way to find out. Miss Johnson, keep a lookout. I'm gonna search this grave.
What? Why on earth?
Call it a hunch. I think something's going on here.
Be quick then, and try not to draw any attention. Lord alive.
I knew it! There's nothing here.
Excuse me?
This grave is a fake. The whole story about Abraham Levinsky is probably fake too. The question is, why go to all that effort?
Why indeed. We need to figure out what's going on here, but I'd be careful who you tell about this.
Tiny crosses. One for baby Hawkins, another for Katrina, and the last for Zachariah. How sad. Lucy O'Hanrahan. Stephen Wood. Isabella Wood.
Sorry, can't talk. I gotta do my job.
It's full of curios, lots of crosses and a nativity scene. A constant reminder that God is watching. No point. Oh, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Not at all. I was just writing a song for Eliza.
You two hit it off then?
Indeed. She is a remarkable woman.
What do you think of this place?
I admit I have not had much of a chance to explore. Eliza has kept me occupied.
Right. I should have realized. I'd like to hear more about Eliza.
Please, I do not kiss and tell.
I didn't mean it like that. I just wanted to know if she told you anything about this place.
Ah, certainly. We had a very stimulating conversation after the party. This community was founded upon the ideals of independence and freedom. There is much to admire.
That boy Patrick is guarding the path down the mountain.
And? Why would you want to go?
To check on the wagon, for starters.
Jerome said he would take care of the repairs. More hands do not always make for faster work.
Listen to me, Phil. There's something off about this place.
How do you mean?
Joanna and the others told me a story about Abraham Levinsky, the leader of a group of deserters. He was supposedly killed by wolves and buried in the graveyard, but the grave is empty.
Slow down a moment. You dug up one of the graves?
Not so much dug as moved the rocks, enough to see there was nothing underneath.
I see. I suppose you had your reasons. And you say there was no body?
That's right. I also have proof that Levinsky is still alive. Look.
This does seem suspicious. Though it could all be a coincidence. I do not think this proves anything sinister. There is still too much doubt.
I've learned that Joanna isn't quite as nice as she seems. She jailed a group of dissenters and forces anyone who displeases her to undergo the silence.
What is that?
A punishment where the person can't speak or be spoken to, gets less food, and has to do extra chores and prayers.
Perhaps this community isn't as idyllic as it seems. Very well, I have heard enough. Clearly these people are hiding something from us. I will see if I can coax any information from Eliza when I see her again.
Phil?
Harley?
How about a preview of your song?
Well, all right. I only have the chorus so far. Eliza, Eliza, brown hair and green eyes, your smile can light up the room. Eliza, Eliza, you make my heart rise. Your radiance chases the gloom. What do you think?
Good start, but honestly, I think it could use some work.
I thought as much. Rhyming in English is not my strong suit. Thank you for your advice.
Has Patrick passed by here today?
No, I have not seen him.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
Try not to get into any trouble, eh?
A Bible. I'll leave that right where it is. And what's this? Some kind of lens. Better take it. This must be Patrick's. It's full of all sorts of wooden toys. This must...
I got no use for that. Not now, Legere.
This looks like the type of lens that would fit in a spyglass.
I got...
I've got nothing to say to her right now. Phil's shirt, jacket, and hat. Seems they came off rather quickly. These are mostly nursery books. Educational primers, moral fables, Bible stories, and the like. Guess Eliza hasn't had much opportunity for book shopping as an adult. Can't think of anything to ask. This was Phil's. No point. He's under the silence. There's a box on the wall with a small hexagonal hole in it. Odd. That's not the right shape. A few Bibles and some other religious texts. A constant reminder that God is watching. It's full of curios, lots of crosses and a nativity scene. Hello, Jake.
Howdy.
The mountain path's being guarded and I can't get down.
Why would you want to?
I want to make sure the wagon's being repaired.
Shoot, just ask Joanna. She said she'd take care of it.
Already did. She told me to ask Eliza.
Well, then go ask her.
Already did that too. She said nobody was working today because it's the Sabbath.
So we wait an extra day. El Presidio's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and neither are we. I think there's something strange going on here.
What do you figure?
There's a fake grave in the graveyard. It supposedly belongs to the leader of a group of deserters, but it's empty.
What you mean fake? A memorial?
No, a fake. A man's supposed to be buried there, but he's not.
Why would someone go to the trouble of making a fake grave?
Exactly what I want to know.
I admit it's suspicious, but that's not enough to start stirring up the pot.
Joanna isn't quite so benevolent. Captain Perry told me about a group of dissenters who were kept under lock and key. And Sue Ellen told me about a harsh punishment called the silence, where people are shunned and can't speak for days if they upset Joanna.
That all? Shoot, that don't sound like much. She's the leader here, and if that's what it takes to keep the peace, so be it. It's hardly cause to think we're in any danger.
I spoke to Jerome and Sue Ellen. They told me their wagon broke down just like ours. What's more, several other families who came after them experienced similar breakdowns.
So you think there's some sort of conspiracy?
It's happened too many times to be a coincidence.
I can't say I agree with you there, Harley. If it was intentional, and these folks were sabotaging wagons and trapping people, they'd have lots more captives, don't you think?
Maybe, but...
But nothing. We'll be on our way soon enough. Enjoy this little rest while it lasts.
That's all I know right now, but I'll tell you if I learn more.
I have no doubt you will.
Talk to you later, Jake.
Take it easy, Harley.
Nothing else to say to him right now. No point. Can't think of. These are mostly nursery books. Educational primers, moral fables, Bible stories, and the like. Guess Eliza hasn't had much opportunity for book shopping as an adult. Hello again.
Hello to you, Sister Harley.
I saw a portrait in Eliza's quarters of the two of you with a man. Who is he?
Oh, that's Eliza's father, Jonathan. I allow her to keep the portrait because she should remember him, but I would prefer not to.
Why not?
I'd rather not speak of it. It's too painful.
Thanks for the chat.
God bless.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, Harley.
Would you give us a moment, Brother Jerome?
Of course.
I don't want to alarm you, but something about this place isn't quite right.
What do you mean?
There's a fake grave in the graveyard. It supposedly belongs to the leader of a group of deserters, but it's empty.
You searched his grave?
I had to find out if the story was true.
That's just wrong, Harley. We made a memorial for Petey, and there was no body there. Maybe this is the same thing.
It's not. Trust me.
Please, I don't want to hear any more about it.
Joanna isn't quite so benevolent. Captain Perry told me about a group of dissenters who were kept under lock and key. And Sue Ellen told me about a harsh punishment called the silence, where people can't speak for days if they upset Joanna.
Huh. That does sound pretty extreme. But I don't know, it doesn't seem that strange to me. Is there anything else that seems off to you?
Sue Ellen told me about how she and Jerome got here.
Oh, sure. Jerome told me too. How their wagon broke down and all that.
It didn't strike you as familiar?
Sure, it sounded like what happened to us. Are you saying it's not a coincidence?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Come on, Harley. Really? Mountain roads are full of rocks and things. I'm not surprised the wagon would break down there.
That's all for right now. I'll let you know if I hear anything else.
Okay.
You can come back now, Brother Jerome. See you, Danny.
Bye for now.
Hi, Brother Jerome.
Sister Harley?
Has Patrick told you about his hideout?
Oh, he's mentioned it once or twice. Don't know where it is, but I know he keeps his little treasures there.
What does Patrick consider a treasure?
He loves his little wooden figures, that's for sure, especially animals.
Do you know anything about what happened to Abraham Levinsky?
Afraid not. That was all before my time.
Can you tell me what the silence is?
Nothing you gotta concern yourself with. Just keep on the straight and narrow and you'll be fine.
Appreciate your time.
Be well.
Good to see.
Likewise.
The sun rising from behind a mountain. Must have some.
Sorry, can't.
She's tending... Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
Would you be so kind as to carve me something?
I'd be glad to. Just bring me something to carve.
We'll talk.
I look forward.
I've got this piece of wood. Think you could carve something for me?
What did you have in mind?
I think I'd like a wolf.
Very well. I'll have it ready in just a while. Here you are.
Beautiful work, Nadine. Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
I've learned some more about this place, and it's not good.
Tell me.
There's a fake grave in the graveyard. It supposedly belongs to the leader of a group of deserters, but it's empty.
You dug up someone's grave?
I looked under the rocks.
Why would you do such a thing?
But I told you there's nothing underneath.
Still, it's just wrong.
I haven't got anything else, but I'll keep looking.
All right.
We'll talk later.
I look forward to it.
Here. I thought you might like something for your collection.
Oh, wow, a wolf! And look at those fangs! This is great! I'll be back in just a minute. Don't get any ideas about going down the path. I'll know if you do.
Better not try calling his bluff, but let's just see where he goes. He's going towards the cabin. Interesting. Looks like I found your secret hideout. Let's see what Patrick's got hidden back here. Interesting. A small crank handle. Open sesame. Rather cozy up here, and you can't beat the view. A perfect fit. What a surprise. Let's have a look. That's the base of the mountain near where we broke down. Hello, and who might you be? Well, that's not suspicious at all. Hello, Jake.
Howdy.
I still think something's rotten in New Bethel.
What's got you riled? Speak up.
I caught a glimpse of a cloaked figure sneaking into a secret cave down on the mountain road. I have a feeling there's something important in there.
A secret cave, huh? You might be onto something there. We can't just sit around then. Time for action. What do you suggest?
Miss Johnson and I are trying to get down to the wagon. We need you to help us distract Patrick.
Easy. Lead on.
We just need you to get the kid out of the way long enough for us to get down the mountain without being spotted.
Leave everything to me. Excuse me, son. I was wondering if you had a minute.
Sure. What do you need?
Just need you to come with me for a second. Captain Perry wants a word.
Oh, okay, if it's quick. Sister Joanna won't like it if I leave my post long.
Now's our chance. Let's go. No! What have these people done to my wagon?
It's clear they don't want us leaving New Bethel.
You said there was a cave down here?
Looked like.
Then see if you can find it. We need to figure out what we're up against.
Here we are. This bush was put here deliberately. Hey, look! I found the cave.
Good. Now see what's inside, and be quick.
What's this? Looks like some kind of handbook. A printer's proof copy. The Saboteur's Handbook by JT and JR. My God, I need to show this to Lola. Now. It's stuffed with guns and ammunition. That's not a good sign. It's a hand-drawn map of the area. That's the road, and it's been marked with several X's. This is exactly where we broke down. A shovel and pickaxe. Perfect for digging potholes in dirt roads. It's full of dynamite and wires. Someone has been making explosives. You won't believe what I found in the cave.
Try me.
A printer's proof of something called the Saboteur's Handbook. Have a look.
Written by J.T. Joanna Taggart.
Must be, but who is J.R.?
Jonathan Redd?
Who's Jonathan Redd?
Seriously? You never heard of the Reddites? They're a bunch of anti-steam tech thugs who went around sabotaging machines and factories a few years back. They were mostly active in New Britannia, but they got their start in Bright Bay.
So you think Joanna knew Jonathan Redd?
Not just knew him. I think they worked together. Maybe more than that. You get a good look at that Eliza girl? She's got a certain resemblance to that Mr. Redd.
Hang on. Joanna told me Eliza's father was named Jonathan.
And there you have it.
All that aside, look at the contents.
These are all instructions. Sabotaging vehicles and laying road traps. Low-grade bombs for controlled explosions. Creating concealed hiding spots in the wilderness. Remind you of anything?
Well, one thing's for certain. We're dealing with a saboteur.
Yes, but who?
That's what we need to find out.
Lots of pages have notes scribbled in the margins. Some are from JT, others from JR. Looks like they had some ideological differences.
Oh?
Joanna thought things were going too far. She objected to giving instructions for explicitly violent stuff. Here's a note on the bombs page where she says, "Too dangerous to print." Same time, Red's written things like, "This information is a tool for a righteous cause," or "No revisions, too late for cold feet." But there's another set of notes in somebody else's handwriting. Here, on this recipe for an acid compound, Joanna crossed out some ingredients. This other person tried to fill in the missing information.
So this third person is probably our saboteur.
I'd put money on it.
I think our top priority is figuring out who this person is.
I agree, but we gotta be discreet. We can't just go around interrogating everyone hoping for a confession. We need solid proof identifying the person you saw going into that cave.
My brother was the detective in the family.
Let's hope some of his skills rubbed off on you.
So what should our next move be?
Round up the others and come to my cabin. We need to talk. Come on, let's get back up the mountain before anybody notices us missing.
And so this saboteur is the reason we're here.
We need to uncover who it is and tell these people. They deserve the truth.
Now wait just a minute. This is all very serious for sure. But these folks have a whole way of life they're accustomed to. We expose it all as a lie. Why, we're ripping the bottom out of their world.
Jake's got a point. It could tear this community apart.
I think Lola's right. Not knowing your true history is no way to live.
At the very least, Joanna should know about this. As the community's leader, it falls to her to decide what to do with this information.
We gotta be able to prove who the saboteur is first. Could be the rot goes all the way to the top.
I have a strong suspicion, but I'll see if I can confirm it.
Once you do, you can tell Joanna the truth, assuming she's not the one behind it all.
Or you could try talking to the saboteur. Maybe get him to lay off without having to upset the whole community.
I'll see what I can find out. Wait a minute, this is the same cloak I saw through the spyglass. Got you now, Eliza.
Leger, find the saboteur yet?
Yes, it's Eliza.
What?
I'll be damned.
All right, what's the next step?
I'm not sure. Suppose I should tell Joanna.
Or you could talk to Eliza about it. Let her explain herself.
Whatever you do it quick.
She's busy. Hello again, Joanna.
Hello to you.
Thanks.
God bless.
Looks like they've got a... She's tending...
Sorry.
I believe this belongs to you.
Where did you get that?
Exactly where you left it.
It seems Patrick has earned himself a period of silence. He won't like that much, but it's about time he grew up some.
So you've been causing all the wagon breakdowns and trapping people here. What was your plan? Continued excuses for why our wagon wasn't ready until we gave up and asked to stay permanently?
That's how it's worked in the past, yes.
Just what do you get out of trapping people here?
I'm not trapping anyone. I'm offering a better life, and what we all get out of it is a larger, stronger community, just as God intended. He sent me a vision when I was a girl, of my mother leading a thriving community on a mountaintop. All I've done is ensure this vision comes to pass. Members have lost faith and abandoned us before, to the detriment of all. We've suffered harsh winters and disease. Keeping our numbers up hasn't been easy, but I wasn't about to stand by and let the community wither. So I took measures to cultivate it.
You've built your community on lies. If I'm not mistaken, lying's not on God's approval list.
God forbids harmful deceit. I'm shepherding people to a better life in His name.
How convenient.
It's clear to me you've no intention of joining us. God must have other plans for you. I can have your wagon repaired and let you and your companions go on your way. All I ask in return is that you spare a thought for the people of this community. Do not speak of what you've learned. It would destroy them.
And just how will you explain our departure?
Simple. I'll say you all insisted on breaking curfew to go down to your wagon. Tragically, you were all eaten by wolves as a result. I can set up a memorial in the graveyard if you'd like. It will make a powerful deterrent.
I can't go along with this. These people need to know the truth.
Stop! You're making a terrible mistake!
Joanna, I'm afraid I have some disturbing news.
What is it?
Can you call together the community? This is something everyone needs to hear.
What is this about? I would be glad to make an announcement once I know what it concerns.
I'm afraid I have to insist on addressing everyone at once.
As you wish. I'll call an assembly. Brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn, Sister Harley has asked me to bring you all together to hear her words. Tell us, Sister Harley, what news have you for us all?
I'm sorry to tell you that your arrival here wasn't God's doing. It was intentionally caused by human hands.
What are you saying?
Eliza has been pulling the strings all along. She's been manipulating us all. She's been setting traps in the road to capture wagons and bring their passengers into New Bethel.
What? How dare you?
I saw her enter a secret cave at the base of the mountain. It was full of saboteurs' tools, along with spare wagon wheels, and this.
What? Eliza, what are you doing with that?
Claiming my birthright. Just because you disavowed Father doesn't mean I did.
So it was sabotage. I always ask myself if our breakdown was really an accident. You've been lying to us all these years.
No, I swear I didn't know anything about this.
Then why did you prop up the lie about Abraham Levinsky?
What lie? Brother Abraham was killed when he left the safety of New Bethel, torn apart by wolves.
Who was it that told you this?
Why, Brother James. He found their camp after it had been attacked. He returned with Brother Abraham's mangled body and buried it.
So you never actually saw Levinsky's body?
No, I put my faith in Brother James's word.
There was no body because Levinsky never died. There were no wolves. In fact, he made it safely to Las Virgenes. Just weeks ago, he was in the papers announcing his niece's marriage. It was just a story concocted to keep you all here, to keep you afraid.
He was trying to protect you. He was trying to protect all of us. Brother James was the one who had the idea to bring in new members. He understood that a community can't thrive without them.
James was a saint. He loved this community. And you, Sister Johanna. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for you all.
I think that is becoming very clear.
Eliza, I don't understand. Why would you do this?
The outside world is a horrible place, Mother. You should know this better than anyone. Look at what we've built here. How we've grown and flourished. We had to keep that safe. That's why you had to make sure no one ever left the mountain. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I only wanted people to share in our joy.
But you did it without asking us if we wanted a part of it. A community without trust ain't no community worth living in.
Joanna, my love, there's something else you probably ought to know about. I never said anything because after a while it didn't seem to matter. But after the crash, I examined the boiler and, well, it had clearly been sabotaged.
What? We were headed for disaster. I saw it in my vision.
You mean you saw that we were going to crash, that someone was going to sabotage the ship?
No, Mother, you don't understand. I saw the sun setting in the west and the sea became red with blood. We were going to make it to the coast, but the land was already tainted, cursed. It was the mountain that was our true home, a citadel of holy peace. I just had to make sure we ended up here.
So, you brought the airship down? Eliza, you could have killed us all.
But I didn't. I gave us a new life, a better life.
And you can keep it. Come on, Jerome. We're leaving this rock. Anybody who wants to come with us is welcome.
What? You can't just leave. Where will you go?
Anywhere but here.
You won't last 2 minutes out there.
Silence, Eliza, until further notice.
But
I said silence. Return to your quarters immediately. Wait for me to come find you. Please, Sister Sue Ellen, don't be so hasty. It breaks my heart to hear what my baby has done, but now that I know the truth, there's no reason we can't start over. We can continue to live here without the fear of the unknown below.
That ain't gonna work, sis. Joanna, not now. We're way past that.
She's got a point, Joanna. You can't just start over and pretend none of this ever happened. You need to give everyone time to decide what they want to do.
Yes, maybe you're right.
Nothing personal against you, Joanna. You've been a decent leader, even if we didn't always agree. But we gotta have a chance to make our own life on our own terms.
Well, you're always welcome in New Bethel, should you change your mind.
Thank you, Joanna. But I don't think we will.
I don't know what to say. I suppose I should thank you for opening my eyes.
I'm sorry it had to be this way, but I couldn't keep silent.
I think perhaps I've relied too much on silence. When no one is speaking, it is easier to imagine that everyone is of one mind. My own daughter. When I thought she was bent in humble prayer, she was hatching secret plots in her heart. Will you be leaving us then?
Afraid so, ma'am. The open road beckons.
Very well. I'll arrange for your wagon to be repaired, now that we know where the parts are. It'll be ready by morning.
Thanks, Joanna.
I'm glad you decided to speak out against Eliza, Miss Legere. It was the push we all needed.
Of course. I couldn't let things go on like that. What will you two do?
Not entirely sure. Reckon we'll continue on to the coast, like we were before.
Need a ride? Might be cramped, but we can make room.
Thank you, but no. There's a whole group leaving with us.
We'll make our own way, together.
All right. Goodbye, then. And good luck.
To you as well.
Our sojourn in New Bethel has left us all somewhat shaken. Thankfully, we have only to cross Hellfire Pass today, and from there, it's a straight shot down into El Presidio. With our goal so near in sight, we can all focus our attention back to the task of locating Dr. Clark's fortune. Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
How have you been liking our journey so far? Nice change of scene for you?
I feel as though I've seen and done more in the past few days than I have in my whole life.
It's a good thing we got away from New Bethel. For a while, I wasn't sure we ever would.
It's really a shame. It seemed like such a promising place. To think I was seriously considering staying there. Painful as I'm sure it was for them. I'm glad you exposed the truth. A life of deceit is not worth living.
Hey, Jake?
Yeah, Harley?
How do you suppose the people of New Bethel will fare?
Honestly, I've tried putting the whole affair out of my mind. I rather pity them. Kinda wish you hadn't shattered their illusion. Then again, it ain't so easy living a lie.
How about another story?
Sure! Let me tell you about the biggest rattlesnake I ever saw. So that's how I learned to never turn my back on a snake. What the?
Something wrong?
Some fellers on horseback are blocking the pass up ahead.
I'll have a look. Is there some trouble?
No trouble at all. Let us keep it that way, huh? I'm Agent Carson of the Blackburn Investigation Bureau. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What's this about?
I will explain everything. First, I must ask that you and everyone inside the wagon kindly step outside. Come out quickly, please. No fuss. I appreciate your cooperation. I will be brief.
How can we be of service?
As I told your driver, this won't take long. I have a few questions. First off, where are you folks headed?
We're bound for El Presidio.
I see. For what purpose?
Just looking to conduct some business.
Where did you set out from?
We're coming from Rosewater.
I see. You've had a long journey. You must have encountered quite a number of people on your trip, yes?
A few? Why do you ask?
We're looking for some folks, and I wonder if you might have seen them. Easy now, pup. No need for all that. Control your animal, would you?
Tell us who you're looking for.
Gladly.
Shh, Lisa Lou? There's a good girl.
We are tracking a couple of men.
They must be dangerous fellers if you Blackburns were called in.
Quite. These men are ruthless bandits who raided an army supply wagon. The attack happened near Rosewater, and as it happens, you folks are coming from there. So naturally, I must ask if you know anything about the incident.
No, but you said it was just 2 men you were after?
They are the ones we believe responsible. They may have accomplices. See, a trapper family reported they'd camped a few days ago with some folks fitting our description. They said they were traveling in a wagon, much like this one, bound for El Presidio.
And what is the description of these men?
One's a tall white man with brown hair and a well-trimmed mustache. The other's a short, swarthy New Spanish fellow with a beard.
Look, I don't know what to tell you, gents.
Oh, I believe you do, Mr. Ackerman. In fact, I would be very interested in hearing your account. That goes for Mr. Marquez and the rest of your party as well. Will you quiet that mongrel?
Lisa, shh, girl.
Now, if you'll all kindly step away from the wagon, hands where I can see them. We will start our questioning with Mr. Ackerman.
And then what? Jail?
No, Mr. Marquez. Do you take us for the provincial sheriff? Besides, the jails are much too crowded with lowlifes these days, don't you think? Countries full of vagrants and foreigners. You really stepped in it when you decided to pick off that wagon. Truly you did. Did you know who you were messing with, I wonder? You'll tell us all about it. and then we will see that you don't tell anyone else. Quicker we do this, the better for all of us. Believe me. I said shut that beast up! Williams, take care of it, would you?
Take cover!
Everyone still alive?
For the moment.
Anybody seen Jake and Nadine?
I can go look for them.
Not until we do something about these Blackburns.
It doesn't add up. We robbed an army wagon, sure. But why call in the Blackburns? If the army wants us, why not send soldiers?
Good question. Maybe we can ponder that later if we're not dead.
Phil?
This is not the best time, Harley. What do you want?
So, General, battlefield assessment? What do we do here?
If we could take them all out at once, we might stand a chance. But my dynamite is back with the wagon.
I could go get it.
You think you can make it there?
Got any better ideas?
I do not.
Where do you keep the dynamite?
In a storage trunk, on the back right, behind the rear wheel.
Got anything on you that could help?
As a matter of fact, I do. Here,
Your flask?
liquid courage. Does wonders.
Thanks. Any luck taking those guys down?
Not yet. The cowards are quite good at hiding.
Hanging in there, Phil?
For now.
Danny?
Hmm?
Are you okay?
This is just like it happened last time.
You mean with Petey and your old gang?
Yeah, I hid then too. Left them all to die.
Look, we can survive this, but we need you. Nobody can shoot like you can.
I don't know that I can.
What do you mean? You're a great shot.
Yes, but only with bottles and juggling balls. I've never shot a person before. Not for real.
I need you to cover me while I run to the wagon. You don't have to try to hit anyone. Just lay down some fire to keep them from shooting back. Can you do that?
Yeah, all right. I don't think I'll be able to cover you the whole way, though.
Better than nothing. Thanks. I'll need to get closer. Thanks for the cover, Danny. Sorry, Phil, but desperate times and all that. These woods... Yuck. Damn! Carson's over there. Guess he's too far for Danny. I need to distract him somehow. All right, Harley. If ever there was a time to make your aim count, this is it. Hey, Carson! Got it. He ran farther into the woods. I should be clear to get closer to the wagon now. If only it were that easy. Not far to the wagon now. Nadine, are you okay?
Yes, I'm unhurt. What about you and the others?
All accounted for except Jake.
I think he's up near the front of the wagon. We need to do something about these men.
Working on it. Hey, Nadine?
Yes?
You said you saw Jake at the front of the wagon?
He ran that way when the shooting started. He dropped his hat in the commotion. I picked it up for him. Seems silly. I just did it without thinking.
Think I could hold on to Jake's hat for a spell?
Of course. Here it is.
I hope this works as a decoy. Hey, Nadine?
Yes?
Phil's had an idea to get rid of the Blackbirds. He needs some dynamite from that trunk behind the rear wheel.
How will you get over there?
Still trying to figure that out. Think you can make it to the trunk?
Not while that man has a clear shot at me. I might be able to if you can distract him.
Okay, Nadine. I've got an idea. I'm going to get Carson's attention with this. While he's distracted, you make a break for the trunk.
Okay.
Ready? Here we go. Nice going. Now toss me a stick of dynamite, would you? Thanks. Sit tight and keep your head low. I'll get this back to Phil.
All right. Good luck, Harley.
Mission accomplished. Got the dynamite.
Excelente. Give it here.
Catch!
Everyone down and cover your ears. Dynamite! Run! Anda! That has taken care of them.
Nice work, Mr. Marquez.
Gracias.
That's all of them?
All the ones I saw. Carson, you're the last one standing. Give yourself up while you got the chance.
All right, damn you. I know when I'm beat.
Come on. Let's find Nadine and Jake.
No sudden moves. You're outgunned.
I am well aware of the situation, ma'am. I hope you all realize just how much trouble you're in. You've killed 4 good men. My client will be very displeased to learn of this.
And just who is this client?
Please, when you engage the Blackburns, you can be assured of confidentiality above all else. You may kill me, but you'll get nothing out of me.
Enough, Leger. We need to end this.
Yes, make an example of him. Send a message to his client.
We don't have to kill him. The Blackburns aren't well liked in El Presidio. We could turn them into the police there. Whoever sent them, it wasn't lawful. They tried to murder us.
Do what you like. It won't make a lick of difference.
Before doing anything, we need to disarm him.
One last thing before you do.
Phil! Are you all right? Say something.
I'm going to try to stop the bleeding. Give him space.
I'm going to check the wagon, see if I can find Jake. Stay with us, Phil. Please. Jake!
Oh, Harley. Glad to see you in one piece. Things got real rough back there, but we made it out all right. Everyone is all right, right?
No, everyone's not all right. Phil's been shot.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, lucky thing we've got Miss Redbird with us. She'll see the old boy through it for sure.
Is everything all right with you?
With me? Sure. Only fired up a little is all.
What have you got in that bag?
Oh, this? Nothing, just some supplies.
Supplies? For what?
Well, you can never be too prepared, you know?
Are you running away?
What? Preposterous. Gentleman Jake does not run away.
Then what are you doing?
Why, I'm acting in accordance with my true nature. I'm a coward, Harley.
What?
Don't make me say it again.
So you are running away?
That is about the long and the short of it.
Why?
I already told you. Now just let me tuck my tail under and go, would you? Do we need to drag this out?
Hang on. What about Clark's stash?
If you can find it, you're welcome to it. This was meant to be a simple job. Find out where Clark went, get paid. Nobody said nothing about crossing the army or getting shot at by goddamn Blackburns.
So the great gentleman Jake turns tail as soon as things get rough?
As a great man once said, he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. Hope there's no hard feelings.
You can't just up and leave. Not after all we've been through.
I was never much for sentimentality, Miss Legere. Besides, I'm sure you're relieved to see the back of me.
What about Danny? You're gonna walk away and leave him behind like this?
The kid deserves a better life than following an old fool like me around. A chance to bolster his confidence and make something of himself. Hell, just knowing you folks these past few days has given him that much. Well, I'd best be off. Good luck getting to El Presidio.
Well?
He's gone. Nadine tried everything, but she couldn't save him.
Oh, God. No.
We'll have to mourn later. First, we gotta hide these Blackburns so more don't come after us. Where's Ackerman?
He left. Turns out he was no hero after all.
He what?
Can't say I'm surprised. Come on, we have work to do.
Well, where to begin? We lost someone special today. General Filomeno Marquez. We knew him as Phil. Phil was a man of many talents, including a gift for music. He was always ready with a song or a tune. He brought us together in fellowship and laughter. He could even bring a tear to your eye. Phil was undeniably a hero. He was a devoted champion for the people of New Spain and a loyal friend to his companions. He was brave, passionate, and honorable. The revolution has lost a great man. And finally, Phil didn't do anything halfway. He fought hard, loved hard, laughed hard. He lived his life with absolute passion and conviction. He burned too briefly but bright. Above all else, he was selfless. Phil took a bullet for me. He made the ultimate sacrifice for a friend. I can think of nothing more honorable. Though he was taken from us far too soon, we were lucky to know him the brief time we did. Farewell, friend. Phil. We lost Phil. He was always ready to lay down his life for a worthy cause. Guess saving the lives of your friends qualifies. He was a good man, and a fighter to the end. Jake's gone too. Damn him. Anyway, we finally made it. El Presidio. We were supposed to pick up Dr. Clark's trail here at the Jolly Good Club, but I'm not sure what good that will do us now. Those of us who are left. Everything's changed.
There she is, El Presidio.
It's grown since I was last here.
Cities have a habit of doing that.
Goodness, it's huge. How will we ever find what we're looking for?
Shouldn't be too tough to find our way around. We just need to find a safe place to park the wagon.
Oh no, This is the end of the line for me.
What?
Our deal was I get you to El Presidio. Here we are. Our business is concluded.
But I thought...
No hard feelings, Leger. The journey's been interesting for sure. Good luck finding that fortune of yours. I'll be in town a couple more days, Nadine. Come find me when you're done.
What do we do now?
Suppose we should find a place to stay. We'll need to plan...
Good evening. I'm terribly sorry to interrupt, but are you Miss Harley Leger?
Depends who's asking.
My name is Timothy King. I've been sent to welcome you to our fair city.
Thanks?
My employer is quite keen to meet you and your associates. There's a carriage waiting to take us to the offices of Vespuccia Petrol. Please, follow me if you would.
And just who is this mysterious employer of yours?
I'm afraid she would be quite cross with me if I robbed her of the pleasure of introducing herself. You'll soon be acquainted.
Fine. Let's go then.
They're here, ma'am.
Thank you, Timothy. Miss Leger, please come in. Welcome to El Presidio. I hope your journey here wasn't too unpleasant.
Just who in the ether are you?
I appreciate you must have many questions, Miss Leger. I shall gladly answer them, but first permit me to ask one of my own. Where is Mr. Ackerman?
You're telling me you know Jake too?
Know him? My dear, I'm the one who hired him.
Beg pardon?
My name is D.W. Shaw. I am the owner and operator of Vespuccia Petrol. Last week, I met with Mr. Ackerman in Rosewater to discuss a business proposition. I engaged his services to track down Dr. Bennett Clark and bring him to me. A few days ago, I received a letter informing me he was on his way here along with the team he had assembled. He seemed confident you had found a significant lead as to Clark's whereabouts.
Well, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. We were attacked by the Blackburns and he turned tail and ran.
I see. This puts me in a rather awkward position. But perhaps all is not lost. You've come this far. I see no reason why you can't finish what Mr. Ackerman started.
I'm confused. You asked Jake to look for Dr. Clark?
Correct.
Then why did he tell us we were searching for Clark's missing fortune?
Missing fortune? What missing fortune?
Jake said Dr. Clark left behind a bunch of money when he disappeared.
I see. I haven't a clue why he chose to mislead you. Perhaps he felt a treasure hunt would be more enticing.
He certainly did have a flair for the dramatic.
The risk of hiring a stage entertainer. But the truth would have had to come out eventually. My agreement with him was quite clear. 25,000 crowns in exchange for bringing me Dr. Clark. The same agreement applies to the three of you.
So you're telling me Clark's still alive?
Alive, and ironically, somewhere in El Presidio. What exactly was this lead you found?
Right before he disappeared, Dr. Clark was invited to stay at the Jolly Good Club.
Ah, yes, I know it. Quite exclusive. I myself have never set foot inside. You intend to search for him there?
Seems the best option.
Very good. You'll find the club on Cedar Avenue between Gull and Hare Street. In the meantime, I will ensure your stay here is comfortable. I've reserved rooms at the Presidio Hotel on the other side of town. You must be exhausted. I'll have Timothy summon a coach. Enjoy your rest. Should you need to speak with me again, you may return here. Good night to you.
I can't remember the last time I slept in such a comfortable bed.
Neither can I.
So what's our plan for tonight?
To see what we can find out at the Jolly Good Club. Hey, Nadine. What do you suppose Shaw's reason for wanting Clark is?
An excellent question. My guess would be to hire him, though I've no idea for what.
I can't understand how Jake could just run off like that.
I can't either. I thought he was supposed to be a legendary hero.
That's what he wanted everyone to believe.
It's kind of sad. I wonder if he believed it himself.
I can't believe Phil is gone.
I know. I miss him too. I feel awful that I couldn't save him. I truly tried everything I could.
I know you did. Don't go beating yourself up. Think of it this way. The last thing he saw was the kind, compassionate face of someone who cared about him trying to help. That's more than a lot of folks get at the end.
Yes, I know. I think the best way we can honor Phil's memory is to finish what we came here to do.
You're absolutely right. Do you suppose Miss Johnson will be okay?
She's a very strong person, but she is quite expert at hiding her feelings. More gets to her than she lets on.
You think?
I know. You don't think she's really cold and heartless, do you? She's just careful about who she lets in. It's hard to trust when you've been burned too many times.
I suppose I can relate. Hey, Danny?
Yes, Holly.
What do you suppose Shaw's interest in Dr. Clark is?
Could be anything, really. But I'm guessing it has to do with making her money.
Sorry about Jake. You must be real busted up about it.
I was, at first. The more I thought about it, the more I realized how obvious it should have been he was full of hot air. Having me do all the shooting, never a shred of proof to back up his stories. I thought working for him was the first stepping stone on some longer path. I thought I had so much to learn from him. Guess he taught me a lesson in the end, all right.
Poor Phil. I really miss the guy.
Me too. It's not the same without him. I really hope things don't fall apart for his revolution.
Me too. But that's not really up to us. Miss Johnson really went through it with us. Hope she'll be okay.
I think she will be. At the very least, she's got a new dog friend to keep her company.
All right there, Dan?
Yep.
It's not that cold out, but a fire still feels nice. This banana looks nice and ripe. A full day's... A painting of an ore mine. Maybe it's meant to be motivational? Good evening, sir.
Hello! What can I do for you?
What are you working on up there?
Just fixing the hotel sign. New management's looking to spruce the place up. Promised me a new tool set, too. Can't complain.
Something wrong with your current tools?
They're old and rusty. Needed replacing years ago. But hey, better late than never, huh? I'm most looking forward to a new drill. Old one could hardly make a hole in a bar of soap.
Thanks for the...
Evening.
Phil?
This is not the best time, Harley.
Phil? So, I could go... Got any... Where do you... Got it? You're... Danny? Are you up?
Yeah, I hit...
Look, what... you don't... Can you...
Yeah.
Better... Thanks for the cover. Sorry, Phil. Yuck. Damn! Carson's over there. Guess he's too far for Danny. I need to distract him somehow. All right, Harley. If ever there was a time to make your aim count, this is it. Hey, Carson! Got him. He ran farther into the woods. I should be clear to get closer to the wagon now. Not far to the... Nadine!
Yes,
We're... Hey!
Yeah.
Phil,
Not... I'm... You keep it...
think of...
Or...
I hope that... Okay, ready? Sit tight and keep your head low. I'll get this back to Phil.
All right. Good luck, Harley.
Mission of...
Everyone. Dynamite! And
Nice.
That's all.
Cars, get.
Come
No.
And
Whoever.
you're right, Danny. We'll take him in.
One last thing.
Phil! Are you all...
I'm-
I'm going to... Please. Jake! Where... Are you...
I'm at... No.
So...
He...
Well?
He's gone. Can't.
Mission accomplished.
everyone down! Uncover your ears! Dynamite! Run! And...
That's all.
Cars, get.
Come. You're not in any position to be making a report.
I'm not an idiot. I've already informed my client of your identities. If I'm not heard from, they'll know exactly who to blame.
Enough, Leger.
Yes.
We don't have a black. Whoever.
We have no choice. Shoot him, Miss Johnson.
One last...
Phil! Are you all right? Say something.
I'm going to try to stop the bleeding. Give him space.
I'm going to check the wagon, see if I can find Jake. Stay with us, Phil. Please. Jake!
Oh, Harley. Glad to see you in one piece. Things got real rough back there, but we made it out all right.
It's full of tools. Good evening, sir.
Hello. What can I do for you?
What are you working on up there?
Just fixing the hotel sign. New management's looking to spruce the place up. Promised me a new tool set, too. Can't complain.
Something wrong with your current tools?
They're old and rusty. Need a replacing years ago. But hey, better late than never, huh? I'm most looking forward to a new drill. Old one could hardly make a hole in a bar of soap.
Got any tips for what to do and see around here?
First time visiting, huh? Ambrose Square Park is a nice spot to relax. Closed after dusk, of course. I'd say the wharf's the beating heart of the city. But it gets pretty rough at night. It's just northeast of here. For a taste of the Far East, there's Chinatown. That's on Ambrose Square Road between Finch and Gull. Communicating with the folks there can be a challenge. Although, I suppose your friend could help.
Thanks. That's very helpful. Remind me, are you familiar with the Jolly Good Club?
Sure, I've heard of it. Real fancy place in the north part of town. Never been inside. That sort of place ain't for people like me. No disrespect, but I doubt they let you in either.
Have you heard of Dr. Bennett Clark?
Can't say I have. Sorry.
Thanks for the chat. I'll let you get back to work.
Evening to you.
Welcome back, Miss Leger.
Mrs. Shaw?
Yes, Miss Leger.
If we're going to be working for you, I'd like to know some more about you.
My, you are inquisitive.
How did you come to be the head of Vespuccia Petrol?
My late husband founded this company. He was a very clever man. Fortunately for him, he recognized my business acumen and relied exclusively upon my counsel. I ran the company for many years in his name. After his passing, that fiction was dispensed with.
Have you lived in Vespuccia long?
About 30 years now. For some peculiar reason, Vespuccians seem to accord an English accent more respect. So I kept it.
What do your initials stand for?
Dorothy Wilhelmina, but simply DW has proved more expedient for my purposes.
Anything you can tell a first-time visitor about this city?
For such a young city, it's bursting with opportunity. Everything back east is all used up. I wouldn't be surprised if El Presidio outpaces New Britannia within 2 decades.
Why exactly do you want Dr. Clark?
It's quite complicated. I haven't the time to go into detail. Suffice it to say, I wish to make an offer of employment.
Why would an etheric researcher want a job at an oil company?
All that need concern you is the fact I'm paying you to procure him.
What made you decide to hire Jake, of all people, for this job?
His reputation as a capable agent. His intervention in the Boakes affair, for instance. I needed a man found and brought in discreetly, and Mr. Ackerman was already in Rosewater, where the trail began. It seemed auspicious at the time. Alas, we all make mistakes.
Can you tell us anything more about the Jolly Good Club?
It's a club for the well-to-do men of the city to gossip and talk politics. Rather puerile, if you ask me. I can't imagine how you plan to get inside. Without Mr. Ackerman, you seem to be at a disadvantage.
We'll find a way.
That's what I like to hear.
I think that's all. Thanks.
Very good.
Nothing remarkable here. Nothing remarkable here. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing remarkable here. Nothing. Nothing. This fancy building must be the Jolly Good Club.
May I help you?
Good evening. I was hoping you could tell me if Dr. Bennett Clark was here.
I'm afraid, madam, that I'm unable to provide information of that sort.
Don't suppose I could come inside and look?
Absolutely not. This is a members-only club.
And how does one become a member?
One must meet certain requirements. Quite frankly, you do not. Good evening.
So much for the direct approach.
There must be a way to get in.
Lots going on back here.
All the work is kept tucked away, out of sight of the members. One of these people might know a way to get inside the club.
Excuse me, ma'am?
What you want?
I was hoping to ask you some questions.
No English, sorry.
Danny, think you might help me out here?
你好，律师。
Oh, hello, young man. I didn't realize you were friends with this woman. Did you want something?
Do you work at this club?
I wash all the bedding and linens. Why do you ask?
We're trying to get inside.
Good luck. This club is for rich white men only.
We don't want to join. We just need a quick look around.
Ah, well, now that's different. I suppose I could help you with that, sneak you in through the employee door. But first, I will ask you a small favor.
What do you have in mind?
I have a contract with some people, and I'd like to get out of it.
What sort of people?
You don't live here, do you?
I used to when I was younger.
Then you know exactly what kind of people I mean.
Right. I'm not sure what we can do, but we could try. Who's your contract with?
The Society of Open Arms.
And what's your name?
Mei Hui.
Okay. I'll see what we can do.
Thank you, young man. Good luck.
Well?
She can help us, but we need to do her a favor first. We need to get to Chinatown, Enebro Square Road between Finch and Gull. I'll explain everything on the way.
Hello, sir.
I'm sorry I can't talk. I'm busy preparing dinner.
Nothing. Looks like I found Chinatown. Excuse me?
Wait your turn. Can't you see I'm helping someone already?
Geez, sorry. He seems to have a very complicated order.
Yeah, what is it?
Jimmy?
Danny? What are you doing back here?
You two know each other?
It's been a long time.
You're telling me.
Can we come in? We need to speak to whoever's in charge.
You can, sure. Your friends are a different story.
I take full responsibility for them. They're trustworthy.
All right. I'll take your word. Come on in. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
Pardon me, could we have a word?
Sure. Give us a minute, Danny.
What exactly is this place?
It's the Society of Open Arms, a social club, a place for our community to gather. We take care of our own here.
And what's your job here? Jimmy, was it?
Yeah, that's right. I do lots of things. Mostly I make sure everybody feels safe. Anything my boss asks me to do, I take care of.
Your boss, huh? Who might that be?
Nobody you need to be concerned about. You got any questions or business affairs, you talk to me.
I want to talk about your contract with Mei Hui.
The laundress who works at that fancy club?
The very same. She wants out.
So she sent Danny and his friends to negotiate? That's strange. You make a deal with her or something?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
You're right, it's not. My business is with Mei Hui. If you intend to negotiate the terms of her contract on her behalf, I need you to understand exactly what you're agreeing to.
Go on.
Under Mei Hui's current deal, she donates 10% of her earnings to the club. In exchange, she gets certain benefits. She's already requested to be released from her contract. Okay, we said. We're reasonable people. All we asked was that she make a simple delivery for us first. She refused. Now you're making the same request. Okay, but precious time has been wasted here. The price has gone up. Now it's 2 jobs.
What kinds of jobs exactly?
Both still simple. The delivery is one. But first I need you to run another errand. I have this valuable timepiece, unfortunately damaged and in need of repair. Take care of that, then we can discuss the delivery.
What happened to this watch?
A little disagreement. Someone got upset and threw it against the door over there. It smashed open. I collected all the pieces I could.
Where am I supposed to get this watch repaired?
There's a pawn shop at the wharf. Lady who runs it fixes things too.
I'm new in town. What's to know about El Presidio?
Ask Danny. He'll tell you all you need to know.
So how are you and Danny acquainted?
We grew up together.
Is that right?
Yeah, we were like brothers. Used to play on this very street. Then he ran off with Petey and some other guys. Thought I'd never see him again. It's good to know Danny got away from that crowd. I never much liked them.
All right. Danny told me about Petey.
Doesn't surprise me. He idolized that kid. Did he say if anything happened to him?
Yeah, he was killed in a botched robbery.
Figures. That explains why Danny's not latched onto him anymore. Anyway, this is all ancient history.
Okay, thanks for answering my questions.
My pleasure.
Damn. Carefully now. Got it. I'll put it with the other loose gears. Nothing remarkable here. Nothing remarkable. Nothing remarkable. Nothing rem- no. Nothing. Nothing remarkable.
Goodness, this place is bustling.
Watch yourselves, friends. Big cities aren't always kind. These two are engaged in some highly emotional quarrel.
Wow! This place is packed with stuff.
An authentic bone china tea set. Hate to see the price tag.
Yes, can I help you?
Quite a shop you've got here.
Glad you like it.
How did the ship get up here on land?
The city extended the shoreline when it built the new breakwater. Brought the land to the ship. About that time, some big trading company went bankrupt and couldn't pay the upkeep on its derelicts. So the harbor authority seized them, converted them to lodgings and shops.
Anything you can tell a first-time visitor about this city?
If you're not feeling it in your legs yet, you will soon. Something to look forward to. Honestly, who thought it would be a good idea to build a city in such a hilly place?
Know anything about the Jolly Good Club?
Never heard of it, sorry.
I was wondering if you could have a look at this watch. It needs repair.
Where did you get this?
Does it matter?
Yes. I've seen this watch before. Someone from the Tong gave it to you, didn't they?
The what?
That place in Chinatown, the Open Arms Society, or whatever they call themselves. I already told them I wasn't interested in their business. They can send as many proxies as they like. It's not gonna change my mind.
So you won't fix this watch?
Nope.
So what am I supposed to do?
My advice would be to stop dealing with those people. But if you're hell-bent, I could sell you a repair kit and you can do it yourself.
All right, how much for the repair kit?
You're gonna do it, huh? 4 crowns. Your funeral.
Sold.
Here you are. Pleasure doing business. And I'm in no way responsible for whatever happens next. Just to be clear.
Appreciate.
Sure.
A small Think this is the main gear. Think this. Okay, this doesn't look too tough. Just have to place the right gears in the right spots. Ha! It works. Good evening, sir.
Evening. Get your fruit here. Pears and oranges, only 2 crowns. Lemons for 3. Coconuts for 5. Tell me what you're looking for.
You get many customers at night?
Oh, sure. You came from the central part of the wharf. I'm sure you saw how lively it is. Plenty of folk from the saloon come by, sucking on lemons and oranges before bed eases the hangover to come. That's what they say, anyway. Who am I to argue?
What can you tell an out-of-towner about this city?
Watch your step round here. Many's a time I've seen visitors lose their way in the fog and take a plunge into the bay.
Do you know anything about the Jolly Good Club?
Sure, I deal with them from time to time. Can't tell you much more beyond their fruit-buying habits, though.
Would you happen to be familiar with Dr. Bennett Clark?
The scientist? I've heard his name, but I don't know much about the man.
I'll be off.
If you need fruit, you know where to find me. I'm open all night.
Good evening.
Evening to you.
That boat yours?
Sure is. Use her to fish during the day, but sometimes I take folks for a sail. The price is right, of course.
And what is the right price for a ride?
Depends. A cruise around the bay will run you 20 crowns a head. If you had something specific in mind, we can negotiate.
I'd like to know about this city.
Oh, I love it here. There's a reason they call it the mouth of the West. We get all kinds coming through here from other provinces and other nations. El Presidio's been growing like crazy. Can't wait to see where it goes.
Know anything about the Jolly Good Club?
Never heard of it. Sounds like it's for fancy types.
Ever heard of Dr. Bennett Clark?
Wasn't he the guy who blew up those people a few years back?
Yes, I suppose he was.
That's all I know about him. Sorry.
Thanks for the chat. Have a good night.
See you around.
got your watch fixed.
Good job. Wait here a minute.
Feeling back at home yet?
More than I'd like to, frankly.
Here you are. Deliver this to the building at Gull Street between Harbor and Iglesia. Do not open this box under any circumstances. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Come back here once you've finished. And remember, time is of the essence. Don't dawdle.
Do either of you have a strange feeling about this delivery?
I think whatever's inside this box is probably bad news.
I'm sure you're right about that.
So what do we do?
Deliver it, I guess. Jimmy said not to open it, and I don't think we want to cross these guys.
Oh, I don't like this.
Hey.
Yes, Holly.
How's it feel to be back here?
Hard to say. I'm glad to be back, but I'm also reminded why I left. Kind of an odd feeling.
I've got nothing. Hey, Nadine. Nothing remarkable. Nothing rem- Nothing rem- Nothing rem- Nothing rem- Nothing rem- Nothing. Well,
Yes?
Special delivery. I've brought you a package.
Who sent it?
No return address. We're just the messengers.
Odd. Leave it on top of the crate to your left.
That's that, I guess.
That was a lot easier than I was expecting.
Won't hear me complaining. Pardon me.
Sure. Give us a...
We delivered the package.
Excellent. Maybe now those smug union bastards will learn their lesson. Here, take this to Meihui. It's a letter releasing her from her contract with us.
Thanks.
Say, Jimmy, what was in that box anyway?
Oh, don't worry about that. Let's just say tonight's union meeting is going to start with a bang.
I knew there was something suspicious about that package.
Sounds like we just delivered the labor union a bomb.
Let's get back there and warn them before it's too late.
Yes? What is it?
That box you just got? You need to get rid of it. It's dangerous.
What?
Throw it in the bay or off a cliff or something. Whatever you do, don't open it.
Just who are you, anyway?
A concerned citizen. Trust me on this, okay?
Well, thanks for the warning.
You think they'll listen?
Let's make tracks in case they don't. Here you are, ma'am.
You're no longer in debt to the Society of Open Arms.
Oh, is it true? Thank you so much. I had a feeling I could count on you.
So, about getting inside?
Yes, of course. I can sneak you in on my laundry cart. But it's not big enough to fit all three of you.
I think my friend Harley will be the one going in then.
Yeah. Fine. I take her through the door that leads to the club library. I think there's a presentation tonight, so most of the men will be distracted. Your friend should be able to sneak around undisturbed. But make sure she doesn't get caught. And if she does, you never met me.
Understood. Thanks for your help, ma'am. Okay, Harley, you're going in. Just climb inside the laundry cart.
This had better be worth it. Now to find Clark. The letter said he'd be staying in this L person's suite. So who and where is that? Volumes and volumes of books. Nothing particularly noteworthy, though. Display cases with different exhibits. Haven't got time or inclination to study them. I wonder how long it would take to read every one of these books. Edgar Whitmire, founder of the... There's a plaque above all those portraits that says, In Memoriam. Seems these are former club members. I wonder if these could actually be used in combat. I imagine most of the folks in here are great admirers of Mr. Atwood. After all, he always did make a point of standing up for the great big rich guy. Stern-looking fellow. He's got a medal on his chest with 4 stars on it. Stern-looking fellow. He's got a medal on his chest with 4 stars. General Lancaster Bevins, 1770 to 1832.
As you see, gentlemen, my analysis was correct. The region is absolutely ideal for the formation and preservation of fossils. Though I have so far recovered only a small part of what I believe still lies out there, I was able to partially reconstruct the dinosaur skeleton you see before you. Quite a fearsome beast, isn't he? This ancient lizard, which I have christened the Eremosaurus, probably roamed the lands near the San Bernardo Valley over 72 million years ago.
This is fascinating, but I'd better get a move on. Bat. Ham. Fantastic. All right, let's see what we've got here. Some kind of wooden card? Better hang on to it. And another journal, but not Clark's. Uh-oh, sounds like the presentation's wrapping up. I'd better make myself scarce.
And who might you be?
Oh, just one of the cleaners. It's my first night, so I was getting a feel for the place.
I'm afraid I don't believe you. This is a members-only club, and you clearly aren't a member. Therefore, I can only assume that you must have broken in. Your intent was to steal something, I suppose?
You're wrong. I didn't break in.
Am I to believe someone let you in?
Let's just say it's good to have friends in low places.
You're quite clever. Very well, you can go. Let it not be said that General Laporte can't be merciful. But if I ever see you in here again, I won't be so lenient. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Were you successful?
I think so, but let's get out of here. Now, let's see what's in this diary I found. Clark's not at the club anymore, but I found out who invited him to El Presidio. An army general named Laporte. He's got Clark on Gannett Island working on some secret operation called Project Rosewater.
Project Rosewater?
No idea what it is, but it's the whole reason Laporte brought Clark here.
Wait a minute. Remember those crates on the army supply wagon? The ones marked Rosewater? They weren't going to the town of Rosewater. They must have been coming here for Project Rosewater.
Of course. Fort Beaumont was just a waypoint. It sure seemed like a lot of stuff for one little outpost in the middle of nowhere.
So, the night deliveries, the Orambas.
Something big is going on here. We need to have a talk with Shaw.
Miss Legere, have you any news?
Clark's been moved to Gannett Island.
Gannett Island? There's nothing there, just a crumbling fort and lighthouse.
Have you heard of an army general named Laporte? Or something called Project Rosewater?
Neither. Go on.
You said your reasons for seeking Dr. Clark were complicated. This quest has run us afoul of some very dangerous people. If you expect us to get Clark for you, I want to know why you want him so badly.
Very well. Imagine airships, engines, furnaces, powered not by petroleum and coal, but by ethericity, an infinitely renewable energy source that comes from the sky itself, clean, efficient, and economical.
But you run an oil company.
I run an energy company, Miss Legere. Energy takes many forms. With Dr. Clark in my employ, we can lay the groundwork now for a pivot from oil to ethericity. Once the benefits become apparent, the market will clamour for clean, safe, etheric energy. And only one company will be equipped to meet that demand on day one. Mine.
What about the ban?
Bans are imposed by governments, and governments change, Miss Legere. Not everyone supports Leroy's technophobic policies. The Labourites are barely hanging on. It's not just Atwood's trade party that would like to see etheric advancement back on the table. Royalists, justice, pioneers, even the Christian Union would all get on board. In these fractious times, ethericity has the potential to be a great uniter. Change is just over the horizon. But enough politics. You know where Clark is. Go get him. Best of luck.
Hard to tell which is more the ass. Good evening.
Evening to you.
How much to go to Gannett Island?
Oh, hell. There's no amount of money could get me to set foot on that island.
Why not?
It's cursed. Haunted by demonic spirits.
Come on, really?
I've seen them with my own eyes. Horrid specters floating around the place, ready to kill anyone who gets too close. When they're out dancing in the sky at night, you can feel their evil influence in the air, too. Hot shivers going down the back of your neck. If you know what's good for you, you'll get any idea going out there out of your head.
Look, we really need to get to that island.
Good luck to you, then. Nobody in their right mind will take you there.
You said no amount of money could get you to set foot on the island. What if you just dropped us off?
You're dead set on going, aren't you?
I thought I'd made that clear.
All right. If you have such a disregard for your life, there's nothing I can do about it. But I won't take you there for any less than 60 crowns.
You drive a hard bargain, but we're not giving up. Here's the money.
All right. The minute I drop you off, I'm gone.
How are we supposed to get back?
I'll come back for you. At dawn. If the ghosts haven't killed you before then, that is.
We'll take our chances. Let's go. Owing to the island's reputation as the accursed haunt of assorted malignant spooks and spirits, it has cost us a comely copper to induce one of the credulous locals to transport us here. I do have to admit that this place presents a rather eerie aspect. It's easy enough to imagine ghosts drifting along the ramparts of the ruined fort or floating among the after images of the lighthouse beam, but there's only one ghost I'm interested in finding here.
Remember, I'll be back at sunrise. Then I'm heading home whether you're on my boat or not.
Look, there's smoke coming from the chimney of that cabin.
I guess this island isn't all that abandoned. Stay alert. Hello? Anyone home? No one here. We can do some prowling. Feels mostly full. Feels nearly I'll just take a little bit. Nearly empty. Running pretty. Hey, there's something rattling around in here. A small silver key. I'll just hang on to it. It's getting late. I hope we can make that dawn rendezvous. All things considered, I could be looking a lot worse. Locked, because of course it is. It's keeping this place nice and warm. A spare lantern. Hey, Nadine. This island gives me an uneasy feeling.
It's not the most welcoming of places, but I don't think we have much to fear.
Hey, Danny?
Yes, Holly.
Pretty spooky place, this island.
I'll say. I can see why people think it's haunted.
You don't believe in ghosts, do you?
I don't know, but we should be careful. Make sure you don't whistle or anything, okay?
What? Why not?
Just trust me.
Shh! Not another step. There's a guard. Stay quiet. Not now. I don't want... Not now. Looks like we found the island's inhabitant. What exactly is he guarding? Odd dev... Quite an elaborate... Hey, Nadine. How are we supposed to get past that guard?
Perhaps I could mix up a sedative, and you can put it in his cup.
Yeah, that could work.
But I'll need a couple of things.
Like?
Some chamomile, and a container to mix the draft in.
I'll see what I can find. Remind me what you need.
Some chamomile, a container to prepare the draft.
Hey, Danny?
Yes, Holly.
Any ideas for getting us past that guard?
Actually, yes. He doesn't look too tough. I could probably scare him off with a little gunplay. Only trouble is, I'm out of bullets.
Well, it's a long shot, but I'll see if we can find any on this rock. Here we are. It's empty, except for a couple of bullets. I'll take those. Stay here. I'm going to see what's through that door over there. There's a lot of broken glass in here. What's this? One container hasn't been broken. I might be able to use it. Not now. Can you use this to mix your sleeping draft?
Yes, that will be perfect. Thank you.
Here's some chamomile.
Wonderful. Good. I have everything I need. This should only take a few minutes. Here you are.
Thanks. How long for it to kick in?
Shouldn't be more than a few... minutes.
Well then. Now to get those doors open. Somehow. Quite an elaborate contraption. I have a feeling... Nothing happened. Odd device. It's a small slot. Looks like something It fits. Quite an...
Wow. That's something.
This is getting stranger by the minute.
You're telling me. Better take this card back. Don't want to be stuck down there. All right, folks. I think this is it. Wherever this takes us, I have a feeling Dr. Clark will be there.
But will we be able to come back up once we find him?
I sure hope so.
Maybe one of us should stay up here, just in case.
There's no telling what we'll find down there. We should all stick together.
Okay, let's go then.
What in the ether is this place?
It seems that was a one-way ride.
Damn! I knew one of us should have stayed up there.
So now we're looking for two things. Clark and the exit.
What? We weren't expecting, who are you?
We're here to see Dr. Clark. Are you him?
Me? Don't I wish? I'm just one of his assistants.
I see. Could you take us to him?
Hang on. You still haven't said why you're here.
We've come on General Laporte's orders.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Right, come with me.
Goodness, this place is really something.
I'm glad you think so.
What's that big glowing thing down there?
That's our etheric generator. Powers most everything down here. You get used to the noise. Follow me, please. I'll just be a moment.
Do you think he believes us?
I think we're okay so far. Just follow my lead.
I suppose the deception was necessary. I hope we don't come to regret it.
I suppose General Laporte's curiosity was too much for him to bear. I told him he could come for a demonstration next week. Instead, he sends 3 proxies. I will never understand that man's rationale. But you're here now, so you may as well see what we've got. I'm Dr. Bennett Clark, by the way. And you are?
I'm Miss Legere. This is Miss Redbird and Mr. Luo. We are General Laporte's press corps, here to learn about your research.
The General wants to inform the press now? Already? After everything we've gone through to keep it quiet. I swear the man changes his mind more often than most change their breeches. All right. let's go have a look at Project Rosewater. I'm afraid the testing chamber only accommodates 4. One of you will have to stay out here with Joshua, but you may observe the test through the window. As I said, we weren't expecting anyone until next week. The prototype still needs refinement. Nevertheless, we have made a breakthrough.
Prototype of what, exactly?
You mean the General didn't tell you? Why am I not surprised? There on the tripod, the etheric pistol. The whole purpose and object of Project Rosewater. Juliet, is the prototype ready for demonstration?
I believe so, Doctor. But who are we demonstrating it for?
Miss Leger and her companions. The team sent by General Laporte. Now, please, do us the honors.
Yes, Doctor.
Oh my.
Whoa.
We have managed to confine the chaotic etheric discharge to a very narrow, focused beam over a distance of up to 6 meters, without significant dissipation or redirection of energy, reaching nearly 68.2% efficiency. This results in complete vaporization of most organic targets, with only minimal atmospheric disturbances in the immediate vicinity. You might be feeling warmth, or a slight tingling sensation on your skin, and a change of pressure in your ears, perfectly harmless. Oh, and if you are experiencing any alteration to your color vision, I assure you that is also completely temporary.
I taste purple. Does anyone else taste purple?
There are sometimes minor synesthetic side effects. That too will pass. Of course, there is plenty of room for improvement in range, energy efficiency, fine-tuning of the beam's intensity and area of effect, user-friendliness and safety. But, as proof of concept, this irrefutably demonstrates that the principle is sound, and that it can be scaled up. The rest is iteration.
Well, thank you for that thorough explanation.
Now I'm afraid you must excuse me. I have some time-sensitive tasks I must attend to. If only I'd been forewarned of your arrival, I might have made arrangements. In any event, if you have questions, I or my assistants can answer them. Just be mindful not to touch anything.